Oh, hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living team call. I'm super excited for tonight. We are kicking off our summer wellness of series, our summer series of wellness Wednesday calls, and so I hope that you continue to join us every Wednesday throughout the summer so that you can learn more. And I'm going to share about some of the topics that are coming up. But for right now, let's go ahead and get started with our protocol. If you have an oil near you, go ahead and grab it. I have Island Mint. I haven't used this one in a while. I had an amazing day hiking with Kate and a few other people, and it was just so phenomenal. So let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths. I love that. The citrus, the mint. Oh, it's so good. And if you feel so inclined, repeat after me. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. All right, it is summer. Summer is in full swing. And for all my educator friends out there, we always love us some summer. Let me go ahead and get this going. And then I have a couple more people in the waiting room. And we're going to just dive right in. I'm going to have Ray be a co host so she can help me get people in the room. All right, everybody. Welcome to our first team call of June. How are we in the 6th month of the year? It's wild. It is absolutely wild. I feel like the year started 2 weeks ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, but definitely not 6 months ago. All right, so June promotions. We still have some while supplies last promotions happening. So the Father's Day promo, the 5 mil bottoms of the Northern Escape, Midnight Forest, Costa Brio blend, and the car diffuser clip is still on sale while supplies last. I had a couple people that bought that today. We also have Malama that's still for sale, that's not on here. We added Endless Summer back into the mix. So this is such a great little blend. I should have added some information about Endless Summer tonight. I'm focusing on frankincense because you guys, the frankincense stick is 10% off. So definitely get your hands on a frankincense stick or two. But you can get a free frankincense with a 125 PV order, a rewards order, free 5 mil frankincense. And I've said it once and I'll say it a million more times. I absolutely love the 5 mil bottles. They are so easy and so perfect for travel, on the go, putting in your pocket, just alleviating having to carry 15 mil bottles, but yet still having all the oils that you use and love ready to go. Endless Summer comes by itself, and it also comes in a kit with the Rome diffuser. So if you're interested in getting any of those promotions, please be sure to add them to your LRP. So about I wanted to talk a little bit about frankincense, just because I mean I feel like we all know. Hi. That was really weird. I just got kicked off. Can everybody? Oh, there I am. Hi. Sorry about that. I think maybe when Kanan logged on, because yeah, I think something happened. I was like, where'd everybody go? Okay, let me share my screen again. I am back, Jan. Yes, I am back. Okay, hold on one second. Let me share my screen again. Yeah, it was uh-oh. Even me, I don't remember that happening before though when other people uh log on as for my account that I just get kicked off like that. That was really weird. All right. So, and there's Kate, so I'm going to add her. All right. So, I wanted to focus a little bit this week on frankincense. One, because you can get it free, but two, because this is such a powerful, important oil in our repertoire. I mean, I would almost argue one of the most important oils that we have. It is so grounding. It is so connecting. It's an enhancer. It helps to make the oils that we can you guys see my screen? Yeah? The frankincense. Okay, perfect. It helps to enhance the other oils that it gets paired in. And so just let's spend a little time connecting with frankincense. So we know frankincense is the king of oils, has a variety of notable uses and benefits. I would love for everyone to put in the chat their favorite way to use frankincense because we all use frankincense, and so I would love for everybody to put into the chat so I can share what your favorite way to use frankincense is. This powerful oil is revered for its ability to beautify and rejuvenate the skin when applied topically, but also helps to promote cellular health and immunity. Okay, so anti inflammatory, it is an immune boosting oil. It is so, so great for the skin. I really would say that the way I personally use frankincense the most is as an enhancer. So it's in all of pretty much any blend I make, there's going to be frankincense. For instance, the flute, the flu balm, frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, tea tree. When I make a breathe easy respiratory blend, I love just using breathe. I love lime. Lime is a great expectorant. And then some frankincense and cardamom in my breathe easy blend. If I'm making anything for my face or skin, I'm going to add frankincense to it. So it really just is one of those most powerful oils. I love DDR Prime, which primary oil is in frankincense. It's such a great oil to help with cellular health. And so I'll read some of the comments in a little bit. And the emotional part about or the emotional power of our essential oils should not be ignored. So frankincense is the oil of truth. It helps us to create feelings and nurture feelings of love, helps us to create new perspectives, releases negative energy, helps us to feel nurtured, assists the soul in spiritual evolution, and inspires wisdom and truth. I know many of you who, um, read the Bible and had the connection to frankincense and myrrh. And there's also a lot of powerful connection with frankincense and the relationship with the male figure, the father figure in our lives as well. And so if you need help repairing this relationship, frankincense can also aid in that as well. So one of the best ways to use frankincense, though, is also for skincare. It has such incredible skincare benefits. I don't know if anybody uses it topically, but definitely if I have anything topically, typically I'm going to use tea tree or frankincense. When I have the blemish, I'll use tea tree, and then to sort of heal it, I'll use frankincense. You can add this to any type of lotion that you have. I have to tell you guys, the Japan market used to have this it was called the Dreamy Night. It looked just like our hydrating cream. It comes in the same bottle, but it's basically like uh an elevated, and I love our hydrating cream, an elevated hydrating cream with frankincense in it, and it's so smooth and silky. Japan did away with it because they debuted a whole new skincare line, but it is just loaded with frankincense. It's basically just our hydrating cream with extra frankincense. So if you're not adding extra oils to our hydrating cream, I love to add frankincense. I love to add yarrow palm. And I also love to add some of the nourishing rose moringa oil as well. We were in the sun today. We were hiking today. And so I definitely am going to rub a bunch of frankincense. I love the frankincense roller right under my eyes and all over my face as well. So other ways that you can take frankincense though is you can also use it internally. You can put it in a veggie cap. You can also take DDR Prime, which has frankincense in it as well. And now we have the frankincense duo cap. So if you want the power of the essential oil and the boswellic acid beads, you could definitely take the frankincense capsules. Okay, so let's go ahead. And I do take one of those daily since the last time I scanned for it. Ray said healing everything and around my eyes, wrinkles, and eyesight enhancement. Jan says she's been religiously rolling it on her skin, especially around the eyes, like Ray shared in the past. I love to use my Frank stick before bed. I put it on my face for my skin, then back on my neck before my Serenities skin to my Serenity Power. Love the smell. Also love to use Frank on my hands when they're feeling dry or after gardening, weeding. I have a Frank stick just for my feet. I love rubbing it on the bottoms of my feet and on my heels as well. John says she diffuses frankincense every night, along with Serenity, so that she can get the most enhanced restful sleep. And Ray said, I need to bathe myself in frankincense right now. Truth and nurturing. Frank, juniper berry, and rosemary is one of my fave blends to diffuse. Oh, that sounds amazing. And I have never diffused those oils together. I rarely diffuse rosemary unless it's in an oil blend like Motivate. So I'm going to have to try that, Ray. That sounds fantastic. Kanani said the Frank stick on her feet along with her Serenity stick is amazing. So her and Kate Welchie are sharing their love for the power duo that is the Serenity stick and the frankincense stick. Thanks, you guys, for sharing. So we're going to go ahead and watch a little bit about Behind the Bottle for frankincense. It's about
Many people don't realize that frankincense was the first worldwide export, and it all began in Oman thousands of years ago. There's such a rich history. Boswellia sacra is the frankincense species that is sourced from Oman. Frankincense was more precious than gold, had a higher value than even gold. The frankincense trade route, it began there in Oman, went up through Yemen, and then up along the Arabian Peninsula, all the way up to Petra, where then there were ports that took it out to the rest of the world. I want to introduce you to Ashad. He's our frankincense partner from Oman. We've just come across a frankincense tree that has recently been scored.
If you look at the distance between the first Pincian and the second, it's about 2.5 feet. This is the correct way of harvesting.
So you want about 2.5 feet.
That's right, yeah, between each and incision. It starts off like a milky liquid and then dries out into crystals, and then they drop. After about 2 weeks, it will be collected by the harvesters. After the second week, they'll come back again and make another incision in the same spot. They make the first incision, you do not have a lot of resin which comes out. Second incision, it increases. Third, you get much more resin out. This was made last year and it is healing. So they have not touched this area at all. Once once the season finishes, this particular area will be left to rest.
Because of our partnership with Ashad and Saeed, in 2020, we will propagate 20,000 new Boswellia sacra trees in Oman. There's already 500 in the ground. They're thriving. Many of them are several years old.
It's like a baby growing.
Yeah.
And this thing is going to be, this is going to grow into a big tree that is going to support many, many different projects in the future. And this is the heritage. This is the heritage of a country, of Oman.
And we're not going to watch this one, but I just wanted to show everybody, like, don't forget how many incredible videos are out there.
Hi, friends. Oh my gosh, today's episode is going to be
their
awesome. We're going
side.
to go talk to Emily Wright. We're
They're
going to
going
talk
to
to her
talk
about frankincense,
some of
like
the
all
other
things
frankincense
frankincense,
products.
but mostly the new products.
Yes, yes.
I'm really excited.
And quite frankly, or quite frankincense-ly, they're game changers. I'm telling you. Tap in.
Yeah.
All right, doTERRA family, we are excited. We got a special one for today. And obviously you can see Emily is with us, AKA the Queen of Oils. Did I just make that up?
You just made it up.
I made it up.
But I do love the oils.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, we're excited to talk about a specific oil, frankincense, and two products that were just launched at convention that have a lot of frankincense in them.
Yes.
Right? We're going to talk about the frankincense stick.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to talk about the frankincense micro beadlets.
Yes. The microbead capsules.
See,
I know.
Yes.
We keep having to
see,
say
that's
that.
why we have her.
Boswellic acid complex.
There it
We have
is.
to say it right.
Right. But I mean, frankincense is just an awesome product. I think it's one of the more popular essential oils that are known out there. Should we tackle this boswellic acid? Because I think that's the newest one. And I'd love to first and foremost just find out, like, what was the intention behind that? What was the thoughts? Because there's a lot of research coming out on boswellic acid now, but I'd love to hear from your guys' viewpoint. How did that all start?
Absolutely. So when you go all the way back to 2008 when doTERRA began, if you were to look at Dr. Hill's or my presentations back then about frankincense, you would actually see a lot about boswellic acids. And we didn't understand back then that boswellic acid was not a volatile compound. So it was not coming through the essential oil. There's been a lot of research done on boswellic acid and its calmative effect to our central nervous system for a gamut of things, its support to inflammatory pathways in the body. But we were so disappointed years later as we really started researching and understanding the chemistry of frankincense that there was no boswellic acid in there. And so, of course, being so in love with boswellic acid and its many benefits, we put it in alpha CRS, we put it in the deep blue polyphenol complex.
I don't think I knew that either.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
so interesting. Okay.
Right. And just the way that it does help us with those inflammatory responses in the body. Right. And so as we sat down around a table in 2017, and we're just talking about future product. What would we love to see? And both Dr. Hill and I were in that meeting, and both of us got very excited. It's like, wow, if there was a way we could combine the whole plant, when you look at frankincense, to bring the full power of frankincense together, bring the essential oil and the boswellic acids, wouldn't that be amazing? But it's difficult because the boswellic acid comes through when you distill the frankincense oil.
Mm-hmm.
You get kind of the byproduct afterwards. Like when you distill lavender, right? You get all of the spent flowers and leaves afterwards. But with frankincense, right? Because you're taking a resin tier and you're distilling it. It's very sticky. So what you're left with after we collect the volatiles from the resin is a slurry. And in that slurry is the boswellic acid. But it's that you've got to go through a drying process. It's quite complicated to be able to get that boswellic acid, but powerful.
I just want to see.
And so it's been years worth of us researching, trying to figure out how to combine these two together. So you can see within this capsule, you notice you've got your orange little beadlets, and then you've got your white beadlets. So we coated the boswellic acid with zinc, which is the white, and beta carotene, which is the orange.
Oh, so you can tell them apart?
So you can tell them apart.
Okay.
Makes it look kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then if you just put them together, it would just get kind of almost like clay-like.
Okay.
Lumped together. And then we added just a little bit of olive oil in with the frankincense oil so that everything could move around and look pretty.
Oh.
But wow, I mean, what a powerful, powerful combination. When you bring in alpha pinene from the essential oil and all of the other constituents in with the boswellic acid. So for me, I look at it, it's like, what's it doing to our cells?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when you go out into the desert or you go into, the wadis in Oman, where the frankincense trees thrive. We have different species that grow in different lands, different parts of the world, and it's interesting that they don't grow anywhere else. They tried to transplant frankincense trees for hundreds and thousands of years, tried to take them to Egypt and other places. They would not grow anywhere but that particular area. And there's no soil. They're barely hanging on to rocks. They're in the hottest desert. And yet this is where they're thriving. And for me, this is an
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this share. I just wanted to play a little bit of that. I had actually known that, but if a lot of you didn't know, our essential oil, frankincense essential oil, does not have boswellic acid in it. And so the frankincense boswellic acid capsules has been a marriage, sort of like our turmeric dual chamber capsules, a marriage of both the botanical extracts and the essential oils. And you can hear, I did not know that the boswellic acid, frankincense boswellic acid, was in alpha ceras. I did know that it was in the deep blue polyphenol complex. And so that just kind of goes to show how powerful that is, especially when it comes to its anti-inflammatory support of the body. So, but just a reminder to follow doTERRA on YouTube, on Instagram, so that you can be able to watch so many incredible educational resources that exist on there. And like you saw, that one that we just watched about 5 minutes of was only 20 minutes. So really great. All right. So we're going to move out of product education and talk a little bit about, actually, you know what? I'm going to do something real quick. I want to talk a little bit about our summer wellness series. Tonight we talked about free frankincense. Next week, Amanda is going to be talking about support for celiac. Their son, Jonah, just got diagnosed with celiac. And so she is kind of diving into all of the things that are going to be able to help him with obvious huge diet changes, gluten-free being the number one. So if you know anybody who is gluten-free, wants to be gluten-free for their health reasons, but also maybe because they have to, definitely encourage them to attend next week. And then Kate is going to do some summer sun care education with us. The following week, Kanani will tackle oral health care with essential oils. We'll have Jai, who's home from summer, talk about teens and college. And then on the 9th, we'll have no team call. On the 16th, Kate's going to be doing a call on back to school. And then Amanda will be tackling women's hormones, and Kanani will round out our summer wellness series with all things for immune support. Just I want to follow up. Please invite your customers and even those people that aren't yet enrolled in doTERRA. If they want to learn, we welcome them with open arms. Ray put in the comments that the boswellic acid and frank capsules also enhance the anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric and vice versa. Game changer. So if you are needing all things anti-inflammatory support, you might want to consider taking both the turmeric dual chamber capsules as well as the frankincense boswellic acid. All right. So I just want to take a little bit of time to talk about our summer business strategies. It's so interesting how summer comes, and especially for those of us that are in education, it's like you're finally getting a break, and you find yourself almost busier than normal, but just in different ways. All the areas of your life that you don't have as much time and energy to give attention to during the school year, summer rolls around and it's a really quick turnaround time of 8 weeks, and you just live life. And that is so important for us to fill our cups. And even if you are not an educator, many of you on this call have kids or mo'opuna that are also in summer. So all of our sort of responsibilities ramp up, and we have our kids around, and I know that I am getting to play massive chauffeur and Lyft driver all summer long. So that also means then that business kind of can take a back seat. And I feel like some of us have been really feeling this hard for a while now, this feeling of our businesses kind of taking a back seat and not, we care about it. It's a priority to us. And yet we're not quite prioritizing it by giving it the time and attention it deserves. And the reason why it deserves our time and attention is because we have customers that spend their hard earned money on our products, and we want to make sure that they are supported. So, here is a short list of summer business strategies. If anybody wants to add some into the chat, I'd be happy to share them. I think the number one business strategy I'm always going to recommend is using the product, to be a product of the product. That's the most important thing, because when you're using and loving the product, sharing them with others comes easily and naturally. You can do that in person, you can do that online, you can do that in many other formats. Another strategy I'm going to really suggest is inviting people to attend our summer series of Wednesday Wellness. Tonight I did a little bit of frankincense, but the next summer series will definitely go a little bit more in depth about some of the products that we have. So please invite customers, friends, and family. And again, they don't need to have a doTERRA wholesale customer membership to attend those accounts. We really to attend these calls. We really encourage everyone to come and benefit from the education that we offer. Ask for referrals. I think we don't do this enough. Hey, do you know anyone that would be interested in essential oils? I know I had a customer recently that I reached out to. I noticed she was ordering for friends and family. I reached out and said, "Hey, I would love to help them get a wholesale account." And the feedback was like, "You know what? They feel more comfortable ordering with me, so we're just going to do that for a while." And I'm like, "No problem, but just let me know if they need any support with any of their products." You want to really maximize limited time offers. So currently our limited time offers are the Endless Summer Blend, the Malama Nurturing Blend, and the Father's Day Trio. Those LTOs are here for now, but when they're gone, they're gone. And so these are great business strategy. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, you guys. We did like a 4-hour hike today. And I am so tired. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Um, you want to maximize promos and specials as well. So this month, I think BOGOs are coming. I'm hopeful that BOGOs are coming. We haven't had them yet this year. We had a sale 2 months back instead. So I'm hoping that BOGOs make a return. But when they come, it's our job and our kuleana to share that with our valuable customers and with our friends and family that we feel might benefit from those deals, but more importantly, from the oils and products themselves. As far as doing all of these sort of business actions, we want to really start focusing on personal growth volume. So looking at your PGV, especially those of us that are getting our power of 350, 250, or 1250 bonus. If you want to boost, you really want to be paying attention to your personal growth volume. So if you want to be boosting for $50, 250, or $500, you really need to be focusing on your personal growth volume. You want to, or you can utilize the quick reports in the back office, which will help you to get a report for your personal growth volume. You can utilize the sales dashboard. This is a tool that we've kind of covered in the past. It's under the team tab and it says sales dashboard. I would highly recommend you go check that out. And you can also utilize the Power Me tool, which we have also shared about in the past. If any of these are unfamiliar to you, you can log into your back office and you'll find them. They're all there. Now, remember, this is only for people that are doing the business. If you're not doing the business, you wouldn't necessarily have access to the quick reports or the sales dashboard. You wouldn't really need them, but you do have access to the Power Me tool, which is really, really awesome. So I also want to remind everybody about the training website that doTERRA has, training.doterra.com. They have tons of free self-paced training courses that you can take. And so I highly recommend that you use some of those this summer, and you also share that opportunity for continued growth with other customers and business builders. All right. The last thing I want to tackle tonight really is for those of us that are building the business, and we know that the compensation plan changes went into effect this month. And so I wanted to kind of take you guys into our Facebook group, our business Facebook group, to show you some of the things and resources that I've recently posted that can help you navigate through this time. Okay. And we're going to come back to this because this is pretty cool. Something that I want to show you guys that's going to actually be in the group. So let me pull that up. All right. So here's our build and share with Essential Island Living group. Oh, it kicked me out. So let me go back. All right. So this is our build and share with Essential Island Living group. And congratulations. I'm gonna like this. And this is a post I actually want to go with you guys today. Someone created a elevation a compensation plan expert on AI. I won't lie, you guys, I don't use a ton of AI yet, but I thought this was really cool, and I thought I would share it with you guys tonight. But I wanted to show that I did 6 posts all about the compensation plan. So you can see this one is day 4, and it really dives deep into all of the changes on the comp plan. Here is day 3 of 6. So I really want to encourage you guys, like, the information is there. It exists, and you have to take some personal responsibility around learning how this affects you. If you are lucky enough to have an account manager, book a call with them if you're wanting to learn more about specifically how the compensation plan changes affect you. Okay. Here is the second post, which is talking about the power of 3 bonus and boost. So a lot of us really need to take the time. I want to remind everyone that if you want to maintain your $1,500 bonus, you have to get 800 in personal growth volume. For the last 4 months, doTERRA let us boost our 1,500 to 1,750 by getting 800 in personal growth volume. But now, in order to maintain your 1,500, you need 800 in your personal growth volume. Okay. So all of these educational posts are in here in the business group. So please, 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 please take advantage of them. All right. The last thing I want to take some of you through, and I feel like if you're not actively building the business and you're not making any commissions with the company, you don't have to really worry right now about what I'm going to be taking you through. Okay. But I do want to maybe attempt to do this together. I don't know how it's gonna go, so we'll just kind of see. Okay. But here's this plan. So I'm gonna get this link. Hold on, I'm gonna copy this link. And I'm going to encourage all of you to open this up, preferably, I think, on a computer. Okay. I think it's going to work better if you go on a computer. Oh, poop. It didn't come out. Darn it, farn it. I think because it's not the whole link. Here, must be this. Okay, give me a second. Okay, hopefully that helps. And then we're gonna go through, or hopefully that works. And we're gonna follow these directions, okay? So we are going to copy the link in the comments. Hopefully you guys could open it, paste it to any browser with free chat GPT account. Click link. It's going to ask you to log in. I believe that I have an account already. I'm hopeful I have an account. Oh, there it came up. So, oh, but unfortunately, I should have tried this. It didn't save my password. It doesn't look like. Oh, boo. All right. Let me try again. Is anybody in yet? Or is anybody actually going to do this with us? Because I don't want to like also do this if nobody wants to actually take the time right now. But I thought this would be really cool. Except I can't remember my password, so I'm going to have to reset it.
Liza, I clicked on the link. I don't know if it's because I have the Chat GPT app already downloaded. But it just allowed me to press start. I didn't have
Oh,
to
perfect.
log in or do anything.
Okay, awesome. That's great, Nick. Okay, I'm
But
gonna.
do we have to, it says sign up, so we do sign up, correct?
Yeah, you have to, in order
Okay.
to utilize it, you have to sign up for
Got
Chat
it.
GPT. Yeah, and you know why my password was wrong was because I don't think it's 12 characters. Yeah, it's only 11. That's annoying. Yeah, so if you don't have a Chat GPT account, you're gonna wanna make one. Ah. All right, here we go. Okay, great. I'm glad that it was accepted, but now I need it to. Please stop talking. Not you guys, my child. All right. How are we doing, everybody? Oh my gosh. Clearly, I hope you're all doing better than me. Yay, John. Okay. So now I'm going to say not now. So now Sandra Vera made this comp plan. Are you kidding me right now? Made this comp plan Chat GPT to work with you directly. So you're going to press start. And so now you can literally, I'm not going to do this with it, but you literally can ask it any question that you want. And you can see that it's sort of built out, oh shucks. It's sort of built out topics that you can ask it. But then as it asks you more questions and gets more information from you, you can provide it with information that's going to allow you to dive deeper into your specific team. So I highly encourage everyone to play around with it and just, I'm going to, after we get off the call, I'm going to start chatting with it and see if it can help me with sort of mapping out my power of 3 this month and just learning more about the compensation plan. And I know I provided posts and so forth, but oh yay, Kate. But I think that if you have someone that can actually in some ways like dialogue with you about it and how it pertains to you specifically, it's just another tool to use, you know? All right, everybody. That was a little bit longer of a call tonight. Thanks for hanging in there with me with the technology issues. I hope that all of you that are on this call continue to show up every Wednesday at 8 p.m. for our education. but also go ahead and utilize all of the tools and resources that we've been sharing about to help us navigate the compensation plan. We're super grateful for all of you for showing up on our first night of our summer series of wellness, and hope to see you guys next weekend. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, April.
Bye. Thank you.
Oh, let me stop
I like
recording.